one that I love and one that I love to travel with. This is from Germack. You're getting 3 of the 16-ounce jars of the chocolate caramel turtle blend for $44.98. Your 5 easy payments, $9. It's M52596. So we're talking about deliciousness of chocolate caramel turtles, cherries, pecans, almonds, peanuts, and peanut butter drops. Yes to all of it. The 5 easy payments on this goes away at the end of the day today as well. No choice to make. You're getting 3 jars, each of them 16 ounces. So these are the big ones, which I appreciate. Jennifer Kovich is here. She always brings us really yummy things, as well as organization as well. But today we're talking about yummy food, and I'm excited about it. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Monifa. How are you?
I am well. You know I love my Germack. Love, love,
Mhm.
love it. Travel with it. It's gone on a mini vacation with me.
Yeah, and I love that you travel with it because, quite frankly, it is the quintessential snack to kind of keep on hand because it checks so many boxes, right? It's sweet, it's salty, it's nutritious. You get those better for you fats with, of course, that natural fat with the nuts. You're getting so much here, but then also it's that sweet and salty combination, the chewy and crunchy. It's just
hmm
fantastic.
This recipe, oh my gosh. Okay, so I read something. If you're not familiar with Germack, they started
Mhm.
off as a pistachio roaster, which is my favorite nut, actually. Pistachio is my
Yep.
favorite
Oh, is
nut.
it?
Yes, pistachios are my favorite nuts. And then they've just developed all these wonderful recipes over a many years. And so
Mhm.
we love the fact that literally you're getting like some of the best ingredients because these are small batch roasted. Like these are not made in these big bunches, and that's what makes Germack special as well.
Yes, absolutely. So we truly pack fresh to the customer's order. So everything that we're selling today has not even been made. So that's what's really makes Germack extra special and kind of separates us from everyone else. But you'll see here a little bit of our heritage. Yes, we started as a pistachio nut roaster, and then we quickly evolved to other varieties of nuts. And then we thought, well, let's not stop here. Let's really go to our roots and add not only nuts, but what about fruit? And let's not overly dehydrate it because that's what we find in the marketplace that everyone else is doing. And it's just not fun and that's not tasty and delicious. So let's only lightly dry our fruit. So then that way, when you mix that with the combination of those fresh nuts that have been lightly roasted and salted, and then you mix them with the fresh fruit. And then let's work with the gourmet chocolate here at Chicago to give you this incredible chocolate experience. It kind of came together for this beautiful marriage. And now that's what we're known for,
Yeah.
is being the refined recipe creator.
Are they still located in Detroit? I know they started
They
there.
are.
Listen,
Yeah.
you
So
know I'm from
mhm,
Detroit. So the
I
next time I
do.
go, I'm putting this on my list. I'm going to make a little visit on over there because this is, I love Germack. And so I'm really excited about that. I didn't even know they were still there. Okay, let's get into the
Yes.
recipe. Okay, you can talk about all the ingredients in this one now.
Yeah.
Now that just made
So
me even more excited.
Well, I'm happy for that because when you go to visit Germack, after Frank Germack himself, he is now fourth generation of this family owned and operated business. What is makes it even more special is we're giving you some fresh Michigan cherries in this
Yes,
one.
the
This
best.
is one mix that we started with years and years ago at QVC, and our customers just love it. This ingredient right here alone. This is a milk chocolate turtle, and it has this
Mm-hmm.
beautiful turtle dome. And on the inside, I'm going to break this open because it's a really delicate, beautiful, silky caramel. Do you
Yes, it
see
is.
that? It's
Yes,
just
yes,
silky
yes.
caramel on the
I've
inside.
tasted it before too. The
It's
best.
so good,
Yep.
right? And then we give you those pecans, whole, wonderful roasted pecans with just a little bit of salt, not overly done. Cherries from Michigan, again, you get that beautiful glisten because they're still full of juice. Peanut butter drops, almonds, again, we batch roast our almonds. We do all of that in-house, and we just add a little whisper of salt there. And then those peanuts, again, whisper of salt. So it's not like you're going to get the pucker effect when it comes to that salt. You're
Yeah.
just going to taste the incredible nutty
I
flavor.
know people always ask, like, Monifa, what's the difference between like me getting Germack and going to the grocery store, the freshness? You actually taste the difference in the freshness that you're getting. Trust me, it is a
Mhm.
huge difference. I've done the taste test myself because I wondered the same thing. And so when you
Mm-hmm.
go and you get, let's say, those bulk nuts, you know how they have them in the grocery stores where you get those home, and let's say you make your own little nut mix. It tastes
Mm-hmm.
nothing like Germack because you don't know how long those nuts have been there. Like, you know what I mean? You just don't know. But with Germack, even though, I don't know that either, but what I can taste is the difference because they roast them in very small batches. They're not overly
Mm-hmm.
salted, which I appreciate as well, because
Yep.
sometimes I feel like with those bigger ones too, the salt is way too much, and then you get unsalted, and then those are not as flavorful, and so it's
Mm-hmm.
always What Germack
Yes.
does so nice, and that they have been doing for all of these years, is the small batch roasting. It makes a big difference because they're getting in fresh ingredients, which means you're getting them fresh to your home. So that's what we
Yeah.
want you to know. That's the difference. And so if you have not tried Germack, you are missing out. And this one right here is one of my favorite ones, Jen. You know how sometimes you pick out what you like, oh, I like this one. Nope. This one I go in full hand and I eat everything.
Yes, this is a great mix for that. So what's interesting about what you just said, Monifa, is since we are packing fresh to your order, and since we are harvesting all these ingredients fresh, what I love is that we also put a freshness seal on. Now, we have partnered with the same farmers for nearly the whole 100 years that we've been doing this. So we started in 1924, is now 2005. We'll be celebrating our 101 year in business in June this year.
Wow.
But what we love is adding that freshness seal means that when you get these home next week, they will last even another year beyond that time, as long as you do not peel that seal.
That's great.
So if this is a mix that you love, and I know that you do, we cannot ship this in the warmer months
That's
because
right.
it has chocolate and
Right.
it has things that will melt. And we want to make sure that the experience that you get from Germack is always stellar. So stock up all you can. Yes, you're getting 3 pounds of this home, but what we find is our customers keep coming back for this one time after time
This
after
is the
time,
good
which is
one.
why it's been a Customer
Yeah.
Choice Food Award winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
You
this
know.
is the
I
one you
mean,
go in,
this is
all
the
of them.
good
You don't
one.
have to pick.
Yeah.
You eat everything. You know how sometimes you
Yeah.
pick, oh, I don't necessarily want that, or you kind of nuh-uh. You go into Germack, you eat the whole thing. It's
Mhm.
really good. And when I tell you,
Yes.
once that thing is open, I always say it's the thing. My husband, I call him, I say, oh, you're being like a little mouse, because if I open it and he knows it's open in the pantry, I notice it day by day. It just gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and I know I'm not eating it all. And so it's just that one thing I love to go when you just, in that afternoon when you need like a nice snack, I go in and just grab a little handful of those, and it kind
Mhm.
of holds me over until dinner time.
Well, and you know what I appreciate too about this, Monifa? You already mentioned that, when you go to the grocery store, you go to that big box store and you pull that lever to get the nuts, and they call it a trail mix or something similar to that. But as I turn this bowl, it is not heavy in one ingredient. There's a very specific recipe that we're using to give you the perfect amount of every item to
Yes.
really hone in on that profile. It's not overloaded with too many
Right.
pecans or too many
Right.
almonds, or probably the cheapest nut that you can get, which is the peanut.
Yep.
We wanted to make sure that we give you a nice balance of all the flavors so that you do experience the chewy with the crunchy, but yet the softer crunch with that harder crunch, and then with the salty and the sweet. It's really a beautiful blend.
Yeah.
And again, it's just one of those that if you're thinking, what am I going to leave out when my guests arrive? What am I going to leave out as that, when it's Bible study, or it's the ladies' book night, or just your girlfriends coming together to enjoy a nice glass of wine. This is perfect on that charcuterie board. This is perfect for your date night.
It
This is
really
great
is.
to have out. Great for the big game because men and women alike love this mix.
Everybody
It's
loves it.
kind of that home run.
It's tasty. It's easy.
Mhm.
Again, when I just have people come over randomly sometimes and you just need a little
Right.
something for them to have out, you throw that out. They are always so happy about it. And it's one of
Right.
those things that people don't pick at it. They go in and they eat all of the nuts, all of the
Yes.
gorgeous cherries, right? All of the berries in there. So it's one of
Mhm.
those ones, those little chocolate turtles with that little pop of caramel, that burst of caramel in your mouth
Mhm.
mixed with the pecans and the almonds. Like, it is such the perfect recipe, and that's why it's been popular here. So listen, don't wait on this because the price is changing. It's going away at the end of the day. Those 5 easy payments going away at the end of the day. So this is one that you want to get. It's a pound. You're getting 3 jars. They're all 16 ounces each, getting 3 jars of this. And remember, They only ship now. Once the weather starts to get warmer, you're not getting this nut mix. So get it now while we have it, and it's not on auto delivery because of that. So it's your opportunity to stock up. As long as that freshness seal is still intact, this will last you up to 2 years. So that's really, really nice. Jen, I know you're back. I know you had to get your little puppy. I heard him.
No, he was really excited.
He's excited
But
too.
I love to. Yeah, right. Thank you. So, but what I love too is like when you look at how much you're actually
It's a
getting,
lot.
it's so
It's a
much,
lot.
3 whole pounds. So if you're thinking, okay, I have big game. We have a car ride coming up. I want to keep everybody happy. And then I want to keep one to tuck away because, Monifa, you and your husband want to
We
hide
sure
it behind
do.
all the other items. So you have it.
I always do that.
right?
I have to do that with him because when I open one and I see that he likes it, I go, oh boy. So I'll hide because
Yeah.
he eats it quicker than I do. I'm the slow eater. And so he's the
Right.
nibbler in the family. He's always needing something to nibble. So I'll kind of hide the one, behind something so he won't get to
Yeah.
it. Like, that's true. And I like to
Something
travel
he's
with
not
it
gonna
too.
like.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'll travel with it. I'll put it in a little either, kind of storage
Like a
little
zip bag or a
container
locker
or
lock.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I'll travel with it because I do like to have my little Germack with me. Like you said, long car
Yes.
rides or, just to hold me over between lunch and dinner, or sometimes even after dinner. I'm still looking for like a little something snacky, and I don't necessarily want to make, cookies or anything. I'll just grab a little
Right.
handful of those and it's good.
Well, and it's very satisfying because you're getting that crunch, you're getting that fuller feeling because you're adding that natural fat. And it's something that you kind of feel good about. I
It's
mean,
true.
but yet it still slightly feels indulgent with that chocolate, right?
Yes, it
Because when we
does.
look at all these ingredients, it is very heavy with the nuts. So we are getting those pecans, the almonds, and the peanuts, but then we filter in some fun stuff with those peanut butter drops that you can see there, and you see those glistening cherries. And then, of course, this is the indulgence, but it's only a small indulgence with that milk chocolate, silky caramel inside that turtle dome. They're just precious. Everyone that we have known that has tried this has loved it, and they just keep coming back
And
for
what you
more.
said earlier, it's the perfect combination. So it's not going to be
Yeah.
heavily in peanuts or heavily in the
Right.
almonds. It's a really perfect recipe there. You're getting all 3 of these for a $9 easy pay that goes away at the end of the day today. And remember, these only ship during this time of year. So what an opportunity to stock up. Over 200 were picked up. M52596 is your item number. Jen, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you, Monifa.
You take care now.
You too. Bye-bye.
So we are deep into